everybody and welcome back to Jill's Jingle Journal. Today I thought I'd do how I do my makeup for the show. It's not actually specific to this show really, apart from the bits and bobs of makeup that I've been given. It's sort of my show face that I do for every show because it looks good on stage and I get so many questions about what I use and all that jazz, so I thought why not have a vlogmas that is specific to my makeup. I'm gonna put on my show headband, which is so cheesy, but this fringe needs to go back. We have the finale one. Let's be festive. Voila! Alright, so I did my skincare at home. I actually don't like this setting spray. It's the Wee Cherie TikToky one. I just use it to wet down my pink honey brow glue, which is the super-sized one because I love it so much. Yeah, I used to use this on my face, but not so much anymore. I just keep it here because I don't want to waste my nice setting spray for my brow glue. So they just give you this little spoolie and there's a hole and you just mash it up around in there. And then I literally stick my brows right up. I know this isn't like in fashion anymore necessarily, but I just got used to it and now I can't do my makeup without it. Maybe in like 10 years I'll think, Alicia, why were your brows like stuck up like that? But for now, I really like it, so this is how I do it. Also on stage, because my eyebrows are so fair, it makes me look like I actually have some sort of eyebrow. Once I've done that, I just get a damp cotton pad and just get off the excess so that it doesn't look weird with my foundation. And then I've got my foundation for the show. Where is it? No, I put it in one of these drawers. Okay, so my foundation that I use for the show was given to me by our makeup designer, and it's filthy, but it's the Kat Von D Lock-It foundation. Oh my god, if you want like full matte, it's not gonna move, covers everything, waterproof, transfer resistant, like this is your guy. I usually use Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless foundation, but they gave me this for the show, so this is what I'm using. It gives that really like matte, sort of like airbrush look, which is perfect for Panto. So I will just put this on with my new beauty blender, which is from Pink Honey. It's their Flutter Babies, I think they're called. Honestly, it's just a makeup sponge, like it's nothing special at all. But this foundation is really, really good for covering anything that you need covering. Okay, next. Brows. I literally use an eyeshadow because my complexion is quite a weird shade. I can't find an eyebrow pomade or product, pen or anything like that that actually matches the colour that I want them to be. So I literally use a Charlotte Tilbury eyeshadow, which is this one in this palette. I've had it for literally years, still going. I literally just draw a line underneath and then brush up, and this is a really quite defined line underneath my brows, but for stage it looks good, so we go with it. I don't really worry about doing it too neat because I'll go under with my concealer in a mo. Literally been doing this makeup, this same makeup, for about 5 years. For at least the whole of my professional career, so. I realise this light isn't actually very good, I'm so sorry. This is the finished brow. We're gonna just do some concealer underneath. For shows, I use this Rimmel one. The multitasker it's called, but it's like a dupe for the Tarte Shape Tape, so it's really quite thick and it dries down matte and it's yeah, high coverage, just like this, and then it just really makes a difference just having that concealer underneath. So this brush is snapped because I tried to open a parcel with a freaking eyebrow brush. I was like snapping it and then it just broke in two. Sometimes I have the most silly ideas. Okay, eyeshadow. Fluffy brush. Warm orange is what I always go for. I think with blonde hair and blue eyes, even brown hair and blue eyes, I think just warm tones really make your eyes pop, but also look natural. I find when I use cool tones like, you know, sort of silvers and blacks and greys sort of vibe, I feel like it's too intense for my pale skin. We go with this all in the crease, buff it up, and then I go in with a slightly smaller brush with a slightly darker, warmer colour. This is still the same eyeshadow palette, I literally love it. And for touring and for travelling around, it's perfect, it's so small. I just concentrate this in the crease, makes me look like I've got lovely big eyeballs. And then I take the same concealer, not correct, but I do it and it works. And then I just take this brush and I just dab that out, just sort of like to halfway across my eye. This just makes my eyes look super duper open and bright. I've actually run out of the glitter, this first one, in this eyeshadow palette, so I just take another Charlotte Tilbury palette. I've got like the bronzer highlighter, and I just take the highlighter and just put it, dab it on top of that concealer. So it looks super duper bright, which is what we're going for when we're playing Principal Girl. Slay. I really need to stop saying slay because I don't know why I've decided to bring it back, but here it is. I'm taking the same concealer and just going under the eyes, get rid of those dark circles. I am here at 11 o'clock, but it feels like 8 AM. Nothing is covering those bags, I'm afraid, Alicia. Right, liquid eyeliner. Ooh, I swear by this one. It's the Collection Fast Stroke 14-hour long wear liner. It literally costs like £3 or something, but it's so freaking good. So easy. I'm gonna try and do this on camera, but it's pressure, isn't it? Oh God, I'm already shaking. I don't really do this very neat, but I've just drawn quite a thick line. Trace my eyelash line, and then I just draw a line from the wing inwards. Et voila, I think she looks quite good. And then I just trace my lower lash line just a little bit, not even halfway. Okay, if you followed me for a while, you might have seen this little case. I literally got it from some cute shop in Brighton. I think it was like a crystal shop or something. It's like a mini sunglasses case, and I keep my lashes in here. I literally chop the very ends of a lash and I just use them on my very outer corner. I use the Eyelaw 18-hour glue, so I don't have to keep buying glue. This has lasted me like pretty much the whole year, and I've been wearing lashes all year, so pretty good. And I just stick it so it's like going up the wing. I don't stay to my lash line because then it makes my eyes look a little less round, which I know I've got very round eyes, and a little bit more sort of cat eye vibes, you know. I guess that's what I'm going for with the eyeliner as well. That's a bit much on there. Oops. At least she'll stay. Also, the thing is with Panto, I'm doing this makeup to last me 2 shows or 3 shows. I cannot be bothered to do it again. Whilst those lashes are drying, I do some liquid blush. This is the Made by Mitchell blush in the shade Shy Boy, which is my absolute favourite on my skin tone. And I just take a brush and sort of dab to blend it out. And then I do the Charlotte Tilbury palette, the little contoury shade, just underneath. You'll notice that I actually don't use powder. I've got very dry skin, especially if I'm using a matte foundation like this. I just don't need powder. I'm obviously using this powder sort of on the edges of my face. I don't powder underneath my eyes or anything. With the products that I use, I don't feel that it needs powdering necessarily, but maybe that's just my skin type. I do have powder. I have the Charlotte Tilbury one, but I will only really use that if I'm using a really glowy, shiny foundation that needs setting down. And then, because my eyelashes are now dry, I'll add mascara. I'm sort of trying to blend my natural lashes into the fake ones. This is just the Maybelline Sky High mascara. It's probably my favourite drugstore mascara. It's just so good. Our makeup designer did give me this mascara from Kat Von D. What's it called? Go Big or Go Home. But I'm saving it for press night. I'm going to open that because this mascara that I have is currently running out. Just doing some highlighter from the same Charlotte Tilbury palette. Not too much because it can look a bit strange on stage if you're over highlighted. And then the lipstick that I have is another Kat Von D product. Honestly, these products are fabulous if you need your makeup to stay. It's in the shade Lovecraft and it's a cream lipstick and it won't move all day. This lipstick is a little bit darker than I would usually go for a show, especially playing a young character. But on stage, it actually looks pretty light and bright, and I think actually I probably need it. Also in the show, I need to style my fringe, but I have my fringe down. This is the finished look. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I really think that I need to start doing more things like this rather than just vlogging my day every day, because my day is pretty monotonous. You know, I am pretty much doing the same stuff day in, day out. So if you've got any more ideas like this or things that you want to see like in more detail, then please let me know, because I want this vlog series to be as entertaining as possible. It's going to be fun doing my first ever 3-show day to see how delirious I get. But things like this, like how I do my makeup, or maybe like my hair routine, or anything like that that you can think of that would be interesting, do let me know, and I'll see you in the next one.